cheated with her friend. Then my snow girl did a stunt in her new routine. For other snow girls were spotting while my snow girl flown into the air, then landed the stunt. Last, the snow girl's friend went to get hot chocolate and get a brownie. The next morning, I looked out my window and saw that my snow girl looked a little different.
Splash, splash, splash. Late one night when I was sleeping, my snowman went to work as a firefighter. There was a hat stuck in a tall tree. All of the snow firefighters took the ladder from the truck, and my snowman climbed up and rescued the cat. The alarm went off once again, and the snow firefighters raced to house number 671. My snowman put on his unmessable gear and went into the burning house. The fire started because someone was burning their food. When my snowman returned home, he didn't know, but he was tired. It is hard for a snowman to be a firefighter because he could melt. My snowman had a fun night.
Crunch, crunch, I hear a sound. It sounds like a snowman walking on the snow. This makes me wonder what a snowman does at night. I think my snowman loves to do gymnastics. He loves to do back handspring on the wet mat. His second 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 him doing gymnastics. I couldn't believe what my snowman did at night. I hope you can catch your snowman like I did. That's what I think my snowman does at night. At night when the sun goes down, my snowman drives the site. First, my snowman drives a construction site, then flatbed truck. Next, after he gets to the site, he makes bricks to stack the bricks to the walls. And once they are done stacking the bricks, they use a crane to put the roof on. Last, they are sold down, and they use the money to get more material and do it all over again. Welcome back, guys. After that,
You guys did a great job, and what great readers! Not just great writers, great readers too. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. Can we have another round of applause? At this time, we'll take a 2-3 minute recess in case children want to go home and don't want to stay for the entire meeting. Unless you guys want to stay in here. Some people said. Okay.
Hey, you did a good job, buddy. Good job. Good job, lady. Good job.
That was a long way to clear over.
No, seriously.
Okay, we will reconvene.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, enrollment. SSDS Investigations HIP Report Period Number 1. Be resolved, the Fairfield Board of Education, upon the recommendation of the superintendent, accepts the Student Safety Data Systems Investigation Report and the HIV Training and Programs Report for Period 1, September 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2022. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Ms. Altoid,
Yes.
Mr. Egan,
Yes.
Mr. DePasquale,
Yes.
Ms. Ginter.
Yes. Now I'm going to turn it over to personnel.
Thank you. For certificated staff, approve the movement on the guide for Taylor McDermott from BA to MA effective February 1st of 2023. We have postponement of movement on the guide. Gianna Diarco for February 1st. It was reported at December 15th meeting. We need to move that until we receive all the documentation. For B, non-certificated staff, change of assignment. We're approving Edward Carrero to be reduced from full-time to part-time for 4 hours as a custodian, effective retroactively to December 16th of 2022. Under employment, we're hiring 2 playground cafeteria aides at Churchill School as listed, as well as a part-time custodian as listed for 5 hours a day. For 3, we're going to rescind the employment approval for Jamar Jackson. That was a part-time custodian that we approved prior. That's it for personnel.
Motion. Second.
Roll call?
Ms. Altoid,
Yes.
Mr. Egan,
Yes.
Mr. DePasquale,
Yes.
Ms. Ginter.
Yes.
Under program and curriculum, to approve the 23-24 school year calendar for the Fairfield Public Schools. That's it for program and curriculum.
Motion.
Second.
And roll call?
Ms. Altoid,
Yes.
Mr. Egan,
Yes.
Mr. DePasquale,
Yes.
Ms. Gentile.
Yes.
Okay, under policy, to approve the first reading or abolishment of the following policies and regulations as noted. For the HIB, for those of you that actually have a hard copy, there's a revision to the resolution. It's stapled to the back of the agenda. If you're viewing online, it's the last page that's online. There was an error in the wording, so I'm going to read it correctly. Be it resolved, the Fairfield Board of Education confirms the superintendent's HIB investigation results as reported at executive session on December 15th, 2023, as follows. Investigation in Churchill number 2, 2122 at Churchill School be determined to be HIB due to insulting and demeaning comments. For the WSCS number 3, 2223 was founded on the school level to be considered a HIP incident. However, the superintendent rejected the determination and considered it not to be a HIP incident. Another HIP investigation, AESS number 1 for 22-23 at Stevenson was not found to be HIP because it was not motivated by a perceived characteristic. And that's it under policy.
Have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Ms. Altai?
Yes.
Mr. Egan?
Yes.
Mr. DePasquale?
Yes.
Mrs. Jandelay?
Yes. Now we'll turn it over to Kathleen.
Thank you. Approval of the minutes. I'm asking the board to approve and accept the minutes for December 15th, the public executive session, as well as January 5th, 2023 board reorganization meeting as amended. There was a cross out in one of them in terms of the signatures. It was one signature on the payroll, and that's why it was amended. I'm asking the board to also approve bills and claims for January 6th, January 19th, the payroll for December 23rd, and the payroll for January 13th. I'm asking the board to approve item C, the transfer of funds, Secretary's report for December, which was already submitted to the county office and approved. The committee's appointments as listed on page 6 of the agenda, and the preschool contract F. At this time, we're withdrawing item G, so there's no resolution to accept it. May I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
I'm sorry, who
Roll call.
made that? Did you make that? Brian? Thank you, Brian. Any
Actually, this discussion, if
Sure.
possible, just a correction, under municipal alliance delegate, that would be myself. I'm on the municipal alliance. Sorry, Kathleen, I just noticed that.
That's okay. Thank you. We have worked so hard to get this right. I appreciate that, so thank you. Okay, roll call. Ms. Altai?
Roll call?
Yes.
Mr. Egan?
Yes.
Mr. DePasquale?
Yes.
And Ms. Jandelay?
Yes. At this time, would there be any old business?
Yes, I just, a couple comments. I noticed that the enrollment is starting to creep up again, and we're getting towards 700 again, and it's exceeding that. Is that correct?
Yes, so when we put the agenda together, we were at 699, but since then we're up to 704.
Okay, and also just to go back towards the referendum, I just want to remind everyone that there are several dates, January 24th, March 14th, September 26th, November 7th, December 12th, that we can actually go to have an election for those referendum. And when we were at workshop, we were given some general guidelines to prep for that in terms of you're looking at 2 to 3 months to collect your info and figure out what we're going to do, see if that lines up with what we had last time, if we have more changes or less changes. You need about 2 months to create materials, 2 to 3 months to deploy our plan. So if we look back, probably the first date that would be available to us would probably be that September 26th date. So we need to look at those timelines, backtrack from September 26th, and sort of plan to get this geared up again. That's it for me, for old business.
Anyone else have old business? Okay. At this time, any new business? I know we just redid our committee, so I'm just assuming that's why. Next thing, we have committee reports. Anything on committee reports? Okay, at this time, we'll take public comments on non-agenda items only. Okay, so our next meeting, be it resolved, the next meeting will be held in person on February 16th, 2023 Executive session is at 6:30 PM, public session at 7:30 PM at the Fairfield Municipal Building. There being no further business before the board, the meeting is hereby adjourned. Can I have a motion
Motion?
Second?
and a roll call?
Ms. Outside?
Yes.
Mr. Egan?
Yes.
Mr. DePasquale?
Yes.
Ms. Jandoli?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you,
coming
guys.
out.
Thank you.